Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this true? You know what happens to those who betray the throne?
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all—
If you have any love left for justice in your heart,
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rind. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Stay safe.
look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafulnir.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstrance.
I'm curious. What did you—
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he could—
But he didn't listen. Worse still, Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future—
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly— You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear. There are things the king does not want to see. So?
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power.
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope that this is not the end. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. Is that a dagger? Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also—
Of course not. We're on this—
We could be. But I need you to be honest.
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty— I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. That is the cruelest
That can't— I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is— You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. So, it turns out that we are not so different.
Vedafulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monument.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come. It is up to you whether you believe my words.
I will.
Thank you for setting me free. In return,
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
if I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magis.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
The Universitas. That reminds me of... Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. But if they were ever gonna activate...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, what other means does the king have at his disposal? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
Transfixed. Here comes the catch. Busted. Overruled.
Tell me what you see. Be free.
Gotcha. Transfixed. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? What? Oh no, they're coming. It's no use, the table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Is anyone... Ah! Stay back!
Red Rear.
So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rarier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, you mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get... In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells... His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of... Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a...
Never! How are you holding up? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his... However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this...
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on...
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me...
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your...
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that in any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. There's nothing I dislike more than other... Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't...
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look...
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes.
Has anything like this ever happened?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what...
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I...
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy, right?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone...
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as...
Oh, okay. Well, anyway... I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue just because it...
Don't I have the best employee?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the front.
Oh, Lama. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means you have my word that I will get us all out of here. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead. Time for a little chat.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this...
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all...
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean, loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for...
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently?
Get in his good books? Why? What?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next...
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately...
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there...
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of it, I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I...
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells would...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look it up, but things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back.
So you're the academia...
Special ambassador, they call it. Think it's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long, seeking opportunity.
So, do you get anything good?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day,
That's our well, and you know it! You stole from us! Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences!
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or
In that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try! We spoke to the... You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Eob. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without... You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was...
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable...
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. but I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance.
I don't recognize her.
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a...
what about the rest of your family?
Just the one.
It's...
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that...
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment...
A weak student? Goodness, no.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are.
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the...
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collected...
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But it's not just the academia either. The whole world
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in... This must be it. A big cardboard box full of Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like this one was never even opened. I guess the recipient... Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is... Guided by the incense, we became lost. In clinical terms, these symptoms... For example, my neighbor who This seems like something the academia would want... Wait, what's this? The note says... The sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. This next one is addressed to... A few words of protest regarding In recent years, the academia has taken on a... However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact... as well as receiving dumb education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in an as grand sage. I do hope you will give some great and the sender is I didn't realize anyone, so this is whatever. I'm not exactly holding out. I don't believe for one. Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic to... This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to... I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty, and you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You liar. You lied about... And who fell for it? Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me.
Nefer? You packed your bag?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important... Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your... What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have...
Yeah, about... I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep...
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than...
Yeah. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get... I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume that...
Please, sir. Lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my... The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory.
Huh. So, you do know who you're
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong...
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your right?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia... I hope I am making myself...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt...
I assure you, Chief. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the...
Gladly. I am partial to wine, so let's indulge in a few drinks.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military...
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't...
I don't...
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control...
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours. And so is...
Glad to hear it. I will wait...
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime...
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him...
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe.
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have... So let me ask you, Chief, if...
Kill them all.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be...
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this...
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to... You see, Dad? Lying is easy. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but you're the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary I think we're even. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribe, but you couldn't do what had to be.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a shot. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma, you tired?
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I know.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade
Then I'm guessing.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino, the spirit of Hermanubis.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him? Is he a...
Well, he's not a small... Please, this is the bare-bone basic. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything. I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen anything like...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Never! Hey! Hold on!
is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also...
Whoa, really? How'd you manage?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we... By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past. Well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we...
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item.
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Eab the final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same... With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any humans.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls...
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've... Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari. The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a...
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But, no matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the space...
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as it...
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering.
But there's more to the power of the frost.
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Reihir of Sol.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece...
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss...
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, this raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank...
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information...
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest. Hey, is this a bad time? Nice room. Oh,
Why not? It's just a hotel room.
if it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look... Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, firstly, although she managed to trap the Reihir of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case.
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how it felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway.
2 days? Holy moly!
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you... Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our head... We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone...
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear...
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly...
Roping us in? Why would you even say
how this...
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated.
I see your point, yeah. But if that... To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rakier of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my...
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost... As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're...
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board.